Episode 25, Resistance and the Quantum Field. Hi, this is Ruth Elizabeth Hancock, and welcome to Work Your Energy, which is a show all about how to thrive in this energetic universe that we live in. Today, I thought I'd take another look at resistance and the quantum field, and that's because of something that happened this morning. Like most entrepreneurs, I had been checking my stats and my analytics and looking at different platforms to understand why my sales had started to dry up a little bit. And I discovered on MailChimp that my automated sequence was not working, and actually hadn't been working for a couple of months. But I have been so busy with my book launch and marketing my Wealth Consciousness online course that I just hadn't noticed. And it got me thinking, how do we know which is resistance in the energy field or coming from our own energy field, and which is just physical problems that happen in this 3D physical world? Well, to a certain extent, we don't. But I feel understanding that we live in a sea of energy, in an energy field, and most of it, more than 99.9% of it, we can't see, helps me to see that predominantly we are sitting in an energy field. So the physical reality that we can see only takes up less than 1%. So I could call these glitches and hitches that happen in our business all the time physical problems that we physically create, or we could look at them in terms of energetic problems that we're energetically creating. And I think that makes for an interesting discussion this morning. Now, interestingly, before I launched my book, many things started to go wrong online. And I started to make a mental note of all of them. Things like my Facebook page not working, so that I wasn't able to post directly onto it throughout my entire book launch. And also not being able to link my Facebook and my Instagram page when I'm running paid ads. These sorts of things, when you're running a book launch, of course, can be hugely annoying. In the 2 or 3 days leading up to my book launch, where I also had a 5-day challenge that I was running as well, I definitely started to notice technology going haywire around the house. And of course, this is electromagnetic energy, which I talk about this in my book because it's something that we just don't bring our awareness to this very often. If we are creating lots of static electricity in our own field, in our own life, this is of course going to have an effect on the electrical world that we live in. In fact, scientists have now discovered that the 99.9% of what we can't see around us is actually plasma. And plasma is the perfect conductor for electricity, which is how electromagnetism works within this energy field that we live in. All the time we are creating energetic thoughts. We have emotional outbursts, things going on in our world, which are going to start creating a difference in our physical world. We just aren't aware of these things. I contacted Facebook 3 times throughout my book launch to try and get my page fixed. I even went through to their help desk. I sent them videos, all sorts of things. And then miraculously, after my book launch had finished, everything was rectified on there. And why is that? Because I had calmed down. I was no longer overexcited or panicking or creating emotional outbursts or worries, anxieties, fears around my book launch and the amount of overwhelm involved in it. I had now calmed my own electromagnetic energy field down. I no longer had all these negative thoughts coming out of my mind, which all clumped together to create egregores and thought forms around our own mind, thus creating energetic fields around us, which creates resistance and makes it harder for us to manifest a better reality, to manifest our dreams and desires, if you like. We are constantly creating thought forms and egregores around our own mind. And of course, in a situation such as launching a new book, and running a 5-day challenge and organizing an online course that goes with it. These are situations which is going to create a lot of electrical activity in my own energy field. And thus will start triggering lots of electrical hiccups and glitches that result from this. So think about your own life. When you have difficult times coming up in your life, challenging times, maybe you have a lot on, maybe you've got a stressful period at work coming up, how do you feel? Do you feel this sort of low vibrational energy around you? Do you feel that life becomes hard and it starts to feel like wading through treacle backwards? Do you notice many things going wrong? Do you start to get annoyed and frustrated because things start going wrong and you don't understand why they're going wrong? Whatever it may be, remember that we live in a sea of energy and everything is working on an energetic level as well as a physical level. Most of the time, resistance is coming from us, but sometimes it's also coming from our collective as well. Now, obviously, we contribute individually to the collective consciousness with our own thought forms and egregores, but the collective is also an entity of its own and exists and consists of many energy pendulums, which we can all get trapped into and trapped by. So, as I say in all of my podcast episodes, all frequency starts with us. Start working on yourself first. Start journaling and questioning your own beliefs and your own actions, behaviors first. And then, once you've done this, then look to the energy field for any collective resistance, any resistance from around you, the people in your life around you, maybe collective resistance in the field around you in terms of larger energetic entities that exist in our collective world, in our world. But always start with yourself first, because this allows you to become truly empowered and know that you can change your reality. You have the power to change your reality, regardless of how much you think that you don't. We all have the power to change our own reality. But many of us need to learn how. And if you're interested in learning more about this, then maybe you will enjoy my Energy Mastery course, which is a 4-week online course teaching you all about your energy field, your energy body, how to protect your own energy, and many, many more things. I'll put the link in the notes. Or of course, if you haven't had a chance to read my new book yet, Work Your Energy, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Raising Your Vibration, Tapping into Higher Consciousness, and Achieving More Happiness, Wealth, and Success, then please do. I'm sure that you will love it. It's crammed full of stories, life stories, business stories. It's a really easy read, but it will totally change the way that you look at your own energy field and the energies around you. And it's already received Amazon bestseller status and international bestseller status as well. As always, you can reach out to me on Instagram on @WorkYourEnergyPodcast and also on Twitter for @WorkYourEnergy. And I'm on Facebook on @WorkYourEnergyPodcast as well. Or you can reach out to me on my website, which is ruthelizabethhancock.com. And that's Elizabeth with an S, not a Z. Okay, take care for now, and I'll catch up with you next week. Bye.